Hey there, Ronnie here, your go-to Canva guru. I'm here to talk about the new batch of Canva features for this month of September. Today, I have 8 new features that I will review for you, and I kept the best one for the end. Yeah, so make sure you watch until the last drop. All right, let's start with some appetizers, some amuse-bouche if you prefer. I have a few UX UI design tweaks that Canva recently brought to the platform, so let's go through them. The first one of these features is called page-specific share links. So this one is a very simple feature. It allows us to share a link to a specific page in our design. So for this, we are going to be using this previous episode of What's Hot, episode 40. This is the slide deck I have been using for this tutorial. So that's the cover. Then as we go, we have all the different features we talked about in this episode. So let's say we want to share this slide right here to see what's new in chart. All right, so this is slide number 8, page number 8 in my design. So all I have to do basically is to make sure I am in thumbnail view right here. If you don't know how to get into thumbnail view, it's this button right here. If you're into scroll mode, yeah, you should see this button right here at the bottom of your screen. So make sure you are in thumbnail view and then click on that page you want to share the link to. And then the 3 little dots right here, click on that and you should see copy link to this page. So if you click on that button, what's going to happen, link copied to clipboard, Canva is going to copy the link to that specific page to your clipboard. Alternatively, you don't need to click on the 3 little dot. Let's take another page in this document. Let's go for what's new in websites. So page 16. Instead of clicking on the 3 little dots right here, you could just simply right click anywhere on the thumbnail and copy link to this page. This will work as well. We'll copy the link to your clipboard, and then if you paste that, you will land on that specific page. Now, what happens if you share a link from a design you are currently editing? You share that with someone who doesn't have access to that specific editing mode, then they will just see your page in view-only mode. That's as simple as that. Something else I wanted to tell you is that if you move the page, like right now, page number 8 right here, new in charts, that was my first link that I generated. If you move it from page number 8 to, let's say, page number 12 right here, it doesn't matter. The link will still work. Okay, let me put it back at number 8. This one is copied to my clipboard. Okay, so I'm going to move this page from page 16 to 13. And now I'm going to go and open a new tab, paste my link, and see where this leads me. It still leads me to what's new in website. You see, and it's now in page 13. I'm going to move it back to its original position, 16, 16 right here, because that's where it belongs. This feature will be available to all users, pro and free, on all platforms, mobile and desktop. The second new feature for this month is called Reactions on Sticky Note. And this one allows us to basically add emoji reactions to your sticky notes. So let me show you how that will work. I'm going to jump into a Canva whiteboard that I have created right here. Diana and I will be traveling to South Africa to deliver 2 workshops at the International Fair Trade Summit. So that is a privilege for us to go and talk in front of 300 organizations in South Africa. We are going to talk about Canva, of course, and AI. So these are the 2 workshops: how fair trade organization can leverage AI tools to gain in productivity and efficiency. And the other one, marketing skills for the next generation of change makers with Canva. So we have like a brainstorming document right here where we just put some post-its with some ideas of what we might be talking about during these workshops. So what I want to show you, the feature, is that you can now react with emojis to these sticky notes. I believe we will have more elements to which you can assign like emojis and react to in the future. That's my gut feeling. But let's say you like this idea, allocate roles and tasks. So just click on the sticky note and you should see a little emoji icon right here that says add reaction. So if you click here, you'll have 5 emojis, love emojis, clap, thumbs up, and rocket. But if you click on the plus button, you will have access to all the emojis. So So let's say you want to be a bit original, put this one right here. You can add more than one emoji. You can actually add a bunch of emoji. Just hover over the last emoji and you should see this button coming up. So yeah, it's as easy as that. You can now add reactions, and this is how it looks to other people who are in the same whiteboard brainstorming with you. It looks just like so. If you want to take them out, just click on the one you want to delete. There you go. And again, you can hover over the last one and add more emojis. You have your shortcuts. You can search. Let's say meh. Okay, I don't really like this idea. Meh, delete the first one. And just like the last one, this feature is going to be available to all Canva users, Free Pro on all devices. So just make sure to find your sticky notes in your whiteboards. Moving on to the next new feature, this one is called Always On Feedback. And this one is Canva kind of like wanting to keep the conversation going with its users. And what I mean by that is that Canva is eager to hear your feedback. And so they made it easy for you to leave that feedback. All right, so let me show you what I mean by that. I'm still in my brainstorming whiteboard right here for the 2 workshops. You will find the Always On Feedback under the File button. So click on File. It should be the last item in this menu. It says Suggest Improvement. So if you click here, you will open this dialog box. Help us improve Canva. We'd love to know what you want to see in the future and what's not working right now. Having an issue with Canva, can get help with the support. We can respond directly to your feedback, but we do share it with our product team. So this window right here is where you can start typing your feedback. For example, I would love reactions on other elements than just the sticky notes. Let's submit that feedback. So there you go. You have now access to Canva, or at least to leaving them your questions, to leave them your comments, maybe suggest a feature directly from the editor. And then we have a 4th UI UX tweak. This one is called AI Summaries in Help Center. And this one allows you to get some answers to your questions about Canva without having to browse through or to circle through a multitude of Help Center articles. So let me show you how it works. I believe it works from the different entry points to the Help Center. The first one being the question mark icon right here that says Ask Canva. So if you click here, there you go, you open the AI chat assistant. Hi, I can explain how to use Canva features, answer editing questions, and help with billing issues. I am AI powered and can provide quick answers. So that's what I mean, like AI summaries for the Help Center. I think we need a question for this AI assistant. So here it is. How do I resize my whiteboard to a presentation? So I'm going to launch that question, ask that question to Canva, and there you go. I will get an AI summary of the steps to follow. Okay, I'm not going to read the full thing, but from the top menu, select resize. Okay, top menu, resize, select transform into doc, choose a format, summary, all text blog, etc., etc. So there you go, there is the answer, and I'm not going to read the full thing, but I see that there are 2 steps that they ask me to resize into a doc, and then from the document, create a presentation. Okay, so I think this is not completely right, because you could definitely resize this whiteboard directly into a presentation. Okay, I don't need to first convert it into a doc. But this is not what we are here for. We are not here to judge the quality of the answers. We are here to show you that there is an AI assistant giving you a summary, not sending me to a specific help page where I get like 5 or 10 FAQs related to my search query. This robot gives me my answer, even though if it's like half so far, but this will get better over time for sure. Now, let me show you another entry point from the Canva homepage itself. So this little purple question mark right here will bring on the same assistant. Okay, so I can repeat my question here, start the chat, and we'll see if this answer is any better. Resize, browse category, use your down arrow, choose a specific page you want to resize. Okay, to make changes, cut. Okay, this is a better answer because it doesn't ask me to first resize to a doc. All right, so this was AI summaries in the Search Center. Whew, we made it. We passed the appetizers. Now let's have our starters, shall we? So there is this novelty in presentations, right? It's called presentations on domain. So this new feature pretty much allows us to publish a presentation as a presentation on a website. So previously, Canva would not allow us to publish our slides on that URL. We could generate a view-only link for the presentation, but not publish it on a specific domain, okay? Just like a Canva website. So this has changed, all right? Giving us the ability to host a presentation we design in Canva on a specific domain. And for this, we're going to come back to the slide deck of What's Hot episode 40. So the way you proceed to do this, go to your share button, and then you need to locate the website. You need to find a website right here. So click on the website button, publish website. They should probably change this dialog box to say publish presentation on domain, but this is how it works. So teamrondy.my.canva.site/what's-hot episode 40. So this is going to be the URL for that specific website. Just like for a regular website, you can choose a few different things. You can choose the favicon, you can add a description, you can have your link preview enabled, so you can customize that first page of your design, anything you want really, just like a normal Canva website. But if you publish, let me publish it right now, Canva will prepare your design, generate a link to your presentation on domain. That's how I prefer to call them instead of website. Now it's ready. I can view it, view website, and there you go. It's not a scroll down website. You see, I'm scrolling with my mouse here. It's not working. It's just a presentation with the little arrows. I see 22 slides. Okay, so you can definitely move through the different pages of your presentation on your domain. So if I look at the domain, Team Rondy, my Canva site, What's Hot episode 40. So there you go. If you go back to your design, it's just like a normal website. Before you can do anything, you can do any modification on this document, you will need to click on Edit Design, just like a website. Then if you go back to the publishing options, you will see that your website is actually live. And there is a way you can unpublish the website. Just click here. If you go to Publish Settings right here, you should see that button under Advanced Settings to unpublish your website, which I'm going to do right now. You will have this message popping up asking you to confirm you want to unpublish the website. There you go. You no longer have your presentation published on that domain. Now, why is this interesting or important? Well, I believe as someone who gives a lot of workshops, who organizes a lot of webinars, this could be very useful. If you create, for example, a set of slides that you want to share with your audience, you could share it, but instead of having a random URL generated by Canva, like a very long view-only link, you could just have a cleaner URL. Could be on your own domain if you own a domain. So that could look much more professional indeed than just a random URL. So that is, for me, the main benefit, the main, I would say, use case for this new feature to look more professional. Now let's switch gear and have a look at that one new feature that will make your presentations with charts look even more awesome. What this feature does is when you use charts that are similar to one another, like for example, this pie chart with donut pie chart, you see this is a similar one than this one right here, a similar type of chart on different pages of a presentation. So when you have that similar charts, you can then add the transition match and move between the pages of your presentation to create a specific effect. So in order to demonstrate that effect, I'm going to first get into presentation mode and show you the different slides, like the succession of slides without the match and move transition, so you can see how it is. Then I'm going to come back here, the editor, add these match and move transitions, and then show you again so you can judge by yourself of the difference. So let's get into presenter view or full screen view with the little arrow right here. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so you see this animation on my chart, which is cool. And then it just goes from one page to the other with these animations. Okay, so this is, I would say, how it looks like without the match and move transitions. So match and move transitions can be found here if you hover your mouse in between the two slides anywhere between any of the slides, you should see two buttons. A button to add a page, that's not the one, and a button to add a transition. So click on this one, and then you will open this menu for all the different transition there is here, okay? So go for match and move. This is the one. Now you can do this individually for all of your slides, or let me give you a little tip here. You can select all of them by holding your command key or your shift key on a PC all together. So now you have 4 of these slides selected, and I can click on the 3 little dots, add transition, and match and move. Okay, and you see I've added all the transitions all at once. So that's a little trick. All right, it's time to see the result. Now I'm gonna go back to full mode. Pay attention. You see, this is nicely transitioning to all the different pages. So I think this is pretty cool. I'm going to show you another example I prepared for you with a different type of chart, like bar chart. Here we go, transitioning smoothly between the different bar charts right here of my design. So yeah, try it for yourself. This feature is available to all users. Just make sure you are using similar type of charts, okay? Don't use just any chart with any chart, because it might not recognize these two charts as a similar element. So it needs to be a similar element to achieve this smoothness of merging in one into another. Okay, let's move into the next category of features. I have a little novelty for Magic Studio, the AI-powered features, and it has to do with Magic Eraser. So the name of that feature is Magic Eraser Undo and Redo Buttons, all right? So what does it do? Well, it basically brings a very simple command, undo and redo, two simple buttons, to a feature that we all know and love, Magic Eraser. So in order to demonstrate that feature, I'm gonna go back to my Canva homepage. Okay, I'm gonna go to my projects right here, and from project, I'm gonna go search my images and find a particular image, this image right here, that you might recognize from a previous tutorial, the hot new Canva apps tutorial that I created a few weeks ago. So this was a photo of Diana and I in a plane, not in front of Machu Picchu and some flowers, but we were in a plane. And so I asked the app I was reviewing at the time, I think it's called Replace Background, to replace the background for Machu Picchu, okay? But it got the person who was sitting behind us in that same picture, okay? Anyways, that's not the point here. What I'm trying to show you is that I'm gonna use Magic Eraser from the model photo editor. What is the model photo editor? Is when you edit your photos in Canva, but not in the editor, but rather from your projects. You see where I got here, I was in projects, search for my images, I opened the image, and it opens the model photo editor. So this panel right here. So that's the context. Magic Eraser is a pro feature, pro only. So if you are a free user, you won't be able to use that. All right, so we have the ability to brush over what we want to delete or to simply click. That's also a novelty I covered in the previous episode of What's Hot. So click is much better than brush, because look, I can now click on any of us. I'm gonna click on this guy, all right, and erase, and just restore the normal equilibrium of this picture, right? He has no business here with us at Machu Picchu. So let's see if Magic Eraser does a good job at this. Yes, it does a pretty good job, because the guy is gone. So the novelty is these two arrows right here. You see undo, redo. Obviously redo, there's nothing to redo because I haven't undone it yet, but I could go back with undo and bring back our person right here. Could redo, undo, redo, undo. That's what the feature does. It just redo and undo. Now, if I were to do more stuff, so let's say I want for some reason to get rid of me as well in that photo, I can delete, I can erase a second item on the photo. There you go. And if I undo, then I will go back one step, 2 steps. You see, it's not just one step, like it will undo and redo all of the steps, all of the objects you have erased from a specific photo. Now, you might be wondering why I'm showing you this feature from the model photo editor. Most probably you guys will be using photos from within Canva, right? Well, let me show you why. This is the same photo, okay, with the same guy. I'm going to select it, go to edit, and find Magic Eraser. So similarly, I'm going to click, let's zoom out a bit, click on the person, erase him. Canva is going to do its thing. And then I'm going to be at the same stage, but I don't see a back or undo and redo arrows here. The reason why there aren't any is because Canva itself has an undo and redo button already right here. So I could just do undo or redo and it just achieves the same thing. So the novelty here is really for the model photo editor only, because in the editor, we already had that feature going on. All right, guys, how are we doing? I hope you are enjoying these new features. We covered 7, if I'm not mistaken. Now let's get straight to dessert, all right? I have kept the best one for the end. This one has to do with mobile. And this particular feature has been one that the crowd has asked for a very long time. I'm talking about Recording Studio on mobile. So this is the ability to record yourself from your mobile phone. So just like we have the record yourself feature for presentation, for just filming anything in Canva on desktop, that button is under the Uploads button. You see, record yourself with some limitations. I agree. This feature, for example, is not available in India. It's not available in China for some reasons that were never clear to us. But now it is available on your mobile version of Canva. So I have Canva here. So I'm going to share what I see here on my mobile on your screen so you can see what I'm doing. It's the same presentation, What's Hot 40. In case you haven't watched it, I think I give you some clues that you should probably watch it. All right, so where to find this feature? Well, just like on desktop, look for the Uploads button. Tap on Uploads, okay? And you should see Record Yourself, okay? So that is the button right under the Upload Files button. You should see the Record Yourself button. So click on that. Canva will first need permission from your phone, your camera, your microphone, all of that stuff that you need to do the first time you use an app like this one. And then once it's set up, you will have access to your settings. So you can record from your front camera or any other camera on your phone. You can record without any camera. Similarly, for your microphone, you can use your iPhone microphone, in my case, or no microphone. I'm going to go for front camera and iPhone microphone. Okay, so once you are good to go, just click on record and you will have the same countdown. And then you can look at your front-facing camera and say, hey guys, this is me testing mobile screen recording or mobile studio recording, because I'm recording my presentation and my talking head. How cool is that? Right, when you're done, just click on done. And then you will get that little bubble right here. I'm gonna play it on mobile first. You can look at your front-facing camera, say, hey guys, this is me testing. Okay, it looks great. So there you go. That's pretty much how it works. If you go back, save and exit, what I want to show you is that you have in your uploads this video. You see it's still uploading right here with the little bar. You also have this video saved in its full format. So the 16:9 aspect ratio from here, just the vertical format for your phone, it is right here. And the beauty of this is that you can now just create content on the go. And this is great for content creators, so you can prepare a few slides and just talk over them directly from your phone. And let me show you something. When I come back to this presentation right here on my desktop, I can see my same video playing here. Look at your front-facing camera, say, hey guys, this is me testing. See, it's right here. So I can move that bubble around, put it wherever I want. But also, if I go to my uploads and my videos, I should find my original video right here. Look at your front-facing camera. There you go. I'm going to delete this talking bubble running as well, as we don't need that on our presentation. So this is what I had for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed me reviewing the new features. I will be here next month again with the new batch for October of new features. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. We have 2 new videos every week. So yeah, it's a good deal for you. It's free. It's right here. And I'm going to leave you with the playlist of the other What's Hot episode in case you haven't watched them yet.